All right, now here's the big hitter. This is the Mastery Camo from multiplayer. Honestly, that's pretty freaking good looking. DM Ultra works so well with that kind of electricity at the front. So yeah, as you can see, this is the Bulldog in Warzone. It doesn't work. We are just running around with no weapon. I guess it's... All right, boys, in this video, we're going to be reviewing the Tracer Pack Gigaswatt Mastercraft Bundle. We're going to be reviewing both weapons and what both of these weapons look like when you put the multiplayer Gold, Diamond, DM Ultra. Then we're going to show what the Zombies Mastery camos look like, Gold Viper, Plague Diamond, Dark Aether, and then we're going to hop into Warzone, show what Gold, Diamond, and DM Ultra look like with these two weapons in Warzone. So we got a lot of testing to do today, and we're going to find out what both of these variants look like with all of the Mastery camos. That way you know if you want to buy it or not and what you're going to rock it with. So starting off here, we got the SWAT Master variant. I already showed this off in Zombies and what it does in Zombies. That video will be linked below. Honestly, another amazing Mastercraft bundle, not as cool as the Dragon, and I'm not as big of a fan of the Bulldog in how it looks, but still very cool. With this, you also get a Bug Zapper Charm, you get a kind of cool calling card, you get an emblem, and one of the worst reticles I think I've ever seen in my entire life. That is all that you get with this bundle, but you guys came here to see what it looks like with the camo, so let's jump right into that. Let's waste money on another bundle in this game. So there we go. It's purchased, no going back now. Let's go ahead, equip this bad boy, and let's hop in. All right, so real quick, here's the weapon with no camos on it whatsoever. This is what the base form, no attachment changes, just completely stock version of it with its inspec. And then this is the Bulldog with no attachments, no camos on it, just the default variant. And look at that magazine when you pull it out. Look at that coil around it. That looks just like a giant battery. Oh, and once again, this also has the same electric effect, is going to work the same way in Zombies that the XM4 does. But let's go ahead and start checking out some of the multiplayer camos. All right, here we go. Here is the multiplayer version of Gold, and I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I'm really not impressed. I'd give this like a 3 out of 10, honestly. This is a 3 out of 10 for me. Not that impressive multiplayer Gold. And then here is the Bulldog with it. And honestly, this just looks like a Bulldog with gold. Yeah, it's got a battery strapped to the side, and it turns the coils on the bottom black. So all the coils and everything now aren't, you know, copper anymore. They're just straight, completely blacked out. This is worse than the normal variant. This is going to be a 1 out of 10 for me on the Bulldog. All right, now we move into Diamond. I'm actually quite excited for this. Diamond usually looks pretty good on variants. I mean, it's Diamond. It doesn't really match too well with the electricity. It's kind of wacky. I think this might look better with Plague Diamond though. So yeah, there it is, XM4 Mastercraft with the Diamond skin. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. I probably won't rock this. Not too impressed with that. Then here we go. We got the Bulldog. Oh, okay, this definitely looks better than the gold coil at the bottom. Once again, just not that impressed. I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 10. Like, I wouldn't run this. I'd rather just run the default, you know, Mastercraft version of this weapon. All right, now here's the big hitter. This is the Mastery Camo from multiplayer. Honestly, that's pretty freaking good looking. DM Ultra works so well with that kind of electricity at the front. So far, this is definitely the way I'd run this. This is going to be a 9 out of 10 for me. This, so far, my favorite out of everything we have tested so far. All right, now here is the Bulldog with DM Ultra. It definitely is better than Gold and Diamond, but I'm still not too impressed with the way it looks like. The battery kind of blends in with the DM Ultra. You can not really tell because the barrel doesn't change too much. Probably going to be maybe a 6 out of 10 for me. I still would probably just run the default version of the variant without putting a camo on it so far. But with that being said, let me switch the classes up and we're going to try it with the zombie camos. All right, here's the XM4 variant with Gold Viper. And I mean, it's okay. It doesn't really match too well. I definitely wouldn't run this. DM Ultra would still be my go-to for this. I'm definitely going to pass up on running Gold Viper on this. And then here is the Bulldog with Gold Viper. And once again, not too impressed. I think there's definitely better combinations to use with the Bullfrog than Gold Viper on this variant. Alrighty, now for Plague Diamond, and I mean, it works a little bit. The blues don't match too much. It's a little goofy. I mean, but anything with Plague Diamond's goofy. I don't know, man. I don't even know what to rate this. This is just, it's goofy. I don't know what. I wouldn't use it, that's for sure, but it's not bad. It's definitely unique. That's what we'll go with. It's unique. And then here is the Bullfrog, and I mean, you have a hard time even telling this is a variant. The barrel's just a tad bit different, and it's got a battery on it. But besides that, you know, this doesn't look too unnormal. All right, now time for the one we're probably all most excited for. This is Dark Aether on it, and it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't cover the barrel and everything. The blues match pretty well. That electric kind of purple bluish thing works really well with the shade of purple on here. I don't know. This might be better than the DM Ultra version of it. That looks pretty sleek. I can definitely see myself rocking this in zombies just like this with that, because I mean, it covers it pretty well. And this inspect effect just doesn't get old. I can sit here and zap myself all day long. It's not as cool as the dragon. I mean, the gun doesn't fly away, but it's still definitely very, very cool. And then here is the bulldog with it. I mean, it's got even less coverage than the other camos. It's just, I'm just really not impressed with this variant overall. I don't really like the bulldog version of this variant, but if I was going to use the variant, I think DM Ultra would be my go-to to run on it. And then as it goes, for the XM4, dude, I don't know. What do you guys like better? Do you like Dark Aether or DM Ultra better on this XM4 variant? They both work just really, really well with it. And it's definitely going to be a good addition to have in zombies because it's going to be doing more damage to megatons. All right, but with that being said, hop into Warzone and see what these bad boys look like in Warzone with the camos. All right, boys, but now we are in Warzone with the variant with no camos on it, and it's kind of disappointing. It doesn't have any of those like electric effects that were moving around. All it has is like kind of the shock effect that comes off of it, but there's no moving part to the front of this whatsoever in Warzone, which is really disappointing in my opinion. Like that's unfortunate. And then we switch to the bulldog if it will. Okay, can I not switch to the bulldog? Do I not have it equipped? No, I have it. Hold on real quick. All right, boys, now here it is with the gold camo, and I mean, it looks like it has gold on it. Honestly, this variant's so disappointing in Warzone with the lack of effects that it has. And I still cannot switch to my secondary weapon. I don't know if this variant's broken or what it is, but yeah, I still can't use the weapon. So let's try again with DM Ultra and see if the bulldog finally decides to work. All right, but here we go. Here's the XM4 with Diamond, with the new updated version of Diamond. Still not that impressed. And dude, this just looks unfortunate in Warzone. I am not a big fan of this variant in Warzone. Without that extra electrical effect, it just looks like a bug zapper on the front of your gun. All right, and here we go. Here it is with DM Ultra, and I do think DM Ultra looks the best on it because, you know, Dark Aether isn't allowed. Oh, dude, the sticker's glitching out. Look above the magazine a little bit. The sticker's just flickering in and out. And I still cannot pull out the Bulldog. Let me switch to a class that I know for a fact I have two weapons that aren't the Bulldog and see if that works. If this variant just straight broken in Warzone, that's gonna be upsetting. Once again, here it is, the best way this looks in Warzone, in my opinions, with this nowhere near as good as what it looks like in Cold War, man. Definitely a way better looking skin in Cold War. But yeah, here we are with another class, and as you can see, just spawned in with it, I can switch weapons. So the Bulldog doesn't even work in Warzone right now. Will not let me pull it out. Honestly, I want to see what happens if I spawn in with it. Let me make a loadout that only spawns in with it. I want to see what's going to happen. All right, here we go. Let's kill ourselves. Let's spawn in with the variant and see what happens. If it's our primary weapon, are we able to, you know, check to see what it looks like then? Or is it, I don't know. I've never had this issue in Warzone, but it will not let me use this. It won't let me swap to it. Won't do anything. Let's spawn in. And what do we have for a weapon? Do we not have a weapon? Really? We don't have, oh, yeah. As you saw, we spawned in with no weapon. We swapped to our secondary, which was the KSP. It looked like we had a sniper there for a second. Hold on, look at the feed when we spawn in with the no weapon. So yeah, as you can see, this is the Bulldog in Warzone. It doesn't work. We are just running around with no weapon. I guess it's some sort of thing. I guess the textures aren't here for it yet. But regardless, because I'm not able to use this, I'm not able to show you what the Bulldog looks like in Warzone, but I doubt you guys really care because the Warzone didn't look that interesting in Cold War, and I doubt it's gonna be any different in Warzone. Honestly, it kind of looks better not having it off, we're gonna be real. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, boys. Definitely appreciate it if you guys made it all the way to the end of the video. And what do you think the best looking version of kind of combination between variant and camo was that we showcased here? Was it, you know, the DM Ultra kind of XM4, the Dark Aether XM4, or the Warzone Bulldog, as you can see here, this beautiful looking masterpiece of a camo that we're currently rocking? But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate you guys.